Okay, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Nice climate, no? Good morning. Okay, so what did we discuss in our last class? Elastic beanstalk, right? Yes, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Okay, so remember in elastic beanstalk, we discussed quite a lot, right? So beanstalk is all about configurations. Yes or no? Beanstalk is all about configurations. And what is the backbone of the beanstalk? EC2. So Beanstalk is free or billable. It's free, but the resources are billable, but not now after 1 year. And then we discuss about presets. So mainly how many types of presets are there? Two, what are those? Single EC2 presets and then high availability preset. And then single EC2 instance preset and high availability both, you can, you can go with on-demand instances, or you can go for the spot instances also. Okay, so which one should we go, on demand or spot? On demand. Okay, and then we have another preset called custom preset. So if you want to use our own stuff, I mean own VPC, own key pair, own security group, own stuff, then we need to go for custom preset. Okay, and then we discuss about the architecture, correct? So what do you create in the Beanstalk first? Application. You create first application. So inside the application, what do we have? Environment. What do we have? Environment. Inside the environment, what do we have? EC2 instance. So that can be a single EC2 instance preset, or it can be high availability preset. Okay. Yes, you can, Rupali. Okay. And then if you want to update your application, or if you want to redeploy or update the new version of your application, so we have so many deployment methods or deployment policies. So what are those? All at once, rolling with additional batches, immutable, traffic splitting, and traffic splitting. And what is the another model that we have learned? Blue-green deployment model. Which one, Anna? Blue-green deployment. So in blue-green deployment model, we have our actual environment. Correct? We have our actual environment. And then without disturbing that, we will create another parallel new environment. So the actual environment is called blue environment. And the new environment that you have created is green environment. And then what we do, once the green environment is set up, what do? We swap the URLs. What do? We swap the URLs. And then we have the domain URL. No? Every environment will have the domain URL. And then we'll swap it. So your actual environment will be on which platform? Tomcat. So the new environment will be on Python. So what do we do here now is, we'll do the practice. Is very easy if you understand the logics. What do we do is, we will do this blue-green deployment model. So it will cover everything now. So what do we do is here now, we will go and launch, we'll create one application with one environment within what platform? Tomcat platform. And then we'll try to upload one small Java application. So if you have Java application, that is fine. Otherwise, Beanstalk itself will provide a sample application. You can use that sample application. Okay, Nana? And then we'll set up, and then we'll access that application using domain URL. Then what do? We'll create a new environment. That is on which platform? Python platform. And then what do? We'll swap the URLs. Should we do these practicals? Okay. Can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Online. Okay, I just wanted to tell you one thing that has happened yesterday. Yesterday, I was checking my emails. Okay. And I got an email from the name called Amazon ID. And then subject is locked. Account is locked. When I went inside, how you get AWS emails? Like Amazon banner, and then you have, and then you are sincerely Amazon, everything orange color. You saw Amazon emails, right? So I got the same type of email. And then they said, your account is locked due to some suspicious activity. So please try to unlock within 3 days. Otherwise, your account will be suspended. This is the message I have got. I could have shown you this, but that is a message I got. Everyone, if you get the message, what do you do? We'll go and unlock it or not? We'll go. So because we are afraid that the account will be suspended, we cannot do the practicals, no. And if you click on it, clearly it is Amazon. And if you click on that, continue login with Amazon, it uses the same look and feel, Amazon look and feel. And it is asking for first name, username, blah, 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 blah. And it asking for your debit card details. You know, even when say, I got an email, and then how come my account is locked? Okay, maybe some suspicious activity. So when I went and clicked on it, it opened. I provided my first name details, and then when I click on it, again it is asking for debit card details. Then there I got little bit doubt. When I see the URL should be, what would be the URL? If it is Amazon, it should be amazon.com only or not? It is something called SARE scripting something else.com. If it is Amazon related, it should be amazon.com, no? It is something else. So that is a spam or it is a hacker. So many people, out of 100, 95% of the people will go and submit the details. If you are a techie guy, if you understand, then make sure the URL should be all the time correct. If you are using, let's say you are using Flipkart, make sure you have flipkart.com. If you are using Amazon, make sure you have amazon.com. And it should be HTTPS. So they will be attacking your bank details. So this has happened with me yesterday. So be careful because we are in the internet and so many stupids are there. So you have to be very careful. Okay. Make sure. I cannot log in here. I could have shown you that email. Because if it is you, definitely. Anyways, I cannot find here. Okay, so please take care. If you get this kind of emails, make sure that you have to be very, very, very active and proactive, very safe. Okay, Nana. So what we do? So which service we need to go for? Beanstack. Let's go to Beanstack. So I told you, by the way, Beanstack is global or regional? Beanstack is global or regional? Regional. Did I say global? No. So if I don't say global, it is regional. So maximum all the services are regional only until few services are only global. So this is regional. So make sure that you are in Mumbai. And I told you in Beanstack, what do we need to create first? Application you need to create. What do we create? Application. Do you see there here? Create application, right? So on the left side, we have nothing. Application, environments, change history. So what do? We need to go and create an application or not? Yes, let's click on create application. So these are all the things that we have. So let's go ahead. And there are two types of environments, Nana. How many types of environments? Two types. So one is web server environment and then worker environment. What are the two types? Web server environment, worker environment. So web server environment is basically where you deploy your websites or your HTTPS, your web application, if you want to run a website, everything. So which environment that you need to select? Web server. Worker environment, meaning if you want to run any process, long running process, so you need to go for the worker environment. So now you tell me which one we should select, web server or worker? Web server environment. So here, worker environment meaning, see, run a worker application that process long running workloads on demand or perform tasks on a schedule. So if you have this kind of requirement, then go for worker environment. So for now, what we need to go for? Web server environment. So now next it is asking for the application name. So what is our application name? Give some name. No, application name. Name. Should I call 9 a.m. Beanstalk demo? Okay, na? You can give any name like HR, like any name, project name, anything. It's just an application name. And then come down. And then it is asking what Anna? Environment details. So here, environment name. So should I call it as, I told you that which environment that we should be creating, which platform? First environment will be in which platform? Tomcat. Which environment, which platform? Tomcat. So for now, here, should I give clearly some name? I call it as Tom environment. Tombaya, right? Tom environment. Okay. So let's go with the Tom environment. And then should I give the same name, Nana? Because I told you there will be a domain URL, no? So this is our URL to access our application, this environment. So 9 a.m. Beanstalk demo -Tom environment AP South -1 elasticbeanstalk.com. So this is a nice URL or nasty URL? Nasty. Where do you do the makeup? Route 53, you need to do the makeup. Not now. We will use a nasty URL only. When we go to Route 53, there we'll do the makeup. So here, do you understand? You give the, it can be any name. That's fine. It can be any name. So I'm just giving it. And then platform type, manage platform, which is managed by Beanstalk, AWS. And platform, we need to choose the platform. Which platform that we are planning to select here? Tomcat. Do you see here we have .NET, Docker, Go, Java, Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby, Tomcat. So whichever your application is developed, so based on that, you need to select the platform. So if your application is related to Java, select Tomcat. If it is related to your .NET, select .NET. It can be on Linux or Windows, or it can be, if you have containers, select Dockers. And if you have PHP, Python, whichever your application is developed, you need to select the appropriate platform. So now we'll go with the Tomcat. Do you have any question that here, sir, why you have selected only Tomcat? No question, right? It's because that's an example that we took. So platform Tomcat, branch. So which version we are using here? Tomcat 10 and here 5.111, blah, blah. And then application code. Nana, I told you, Beanstalk is all about configurations. We are configuring the Beanstalk. And also I told you that you need to upload the zip file. Who will give this zip file? Developers will give the zip file. So assume that you already have the zip file in your desktop, which is given by the developers. So what you need to do, you need to upload that zip file. So click on it and then choose and upload it. So do we have an application with us at the moment? No. So which one we select here? Sample application. So if you select sample application, automatically Beanstalk will select a sample application for you. And I'll show you the sample application also, the code. I'll show you the code. Okay. Nana, is this clear? Getting it? And then next we discuss about presets. Remember presets? So single EC2 instance preset, high availability preset, custom preset. And you go with the on demand or spot. And do you see this here? We have single EC2 instance preset, single instance preset, which is spot, high availability on demand, high availability spot, and the custom preset. Based on your requirement, you need to select it. No, okay. So if you're going for just for free tier or for test environment, for dev environment, which one will you select here? Single EC2 instance preset. So if you're going for a production environment, which one will you select? High availability preset. And if you want your own stuff, then go for custom preset. So if you select here, which one I need to select? First or second or third or fourth or fifth? First one. Okay. If you select the first one, automatically everything is maintained and managed by Beanstalk itself. Now, if you want to select your own VPC, one security group, one key pair, own stuff, then go for custom configuration. It's purely depend upon your requirement. In real time also, I'm teaching you all the options. In real time, based on the requirement, you need to select the options. So don't go blindly that Ria sir selected first one, I will go for the first one only. No. Okay, purely depend upon the requirement. This is on demand. This is both. It support both pricing models. Which one? Of course, yes. So I'll go with the single instance preset. Is this clear? This page, first step, everyone. Okay, come down and then click on next. Okay. See here, second step, Nana. Second step here, service role. Generally, one service will talk to another service. We have seen CloudWatch, Lambdas, EC2s and all, right? By default, Lambda will talk to EC2. Now, what did we created for Lambda? Role we have created. Remember? Role we have created. In the role, we have given the permissions to EC2 and attached the role to Lambda. So Lambda has permissions to EC2. Similarly, here also, Beanstalk need to have access to whom? EC2. Because what is the backbone of Beanstalk? EC2. For that reason here, either as you are the first time user, you don't have any role created. So you need to select the first one here. Create a use a new role. You no need to create a role. Automatically, Beanstalk will create a role for you. Okay. As I have created many times, multiple times, do I need to create a new one or use an existing one? Use an existing one. Okay. But for you, if you have any role already like this, select it. Otherwise, go and create a new role. And then here it is asking for what, Nana? Key pair. So we have the key pair, no? 9 AM batch, 9 AM batch. And then instance profile is same as this EC2 role. You're giving the permissions to EC2. Is this clear? Step number 2. Online. Cities is clear. Slowly. Aram se. Huh? Smooth as butter. Okay. And now, let's not click on skip to review. If we click on skip to review, directly it'll go to the last step. It's not good. No, we need to learn, right? For that reason, what we need to do, we need to click on next. Don't click. Not here. Anywhere, don't click on skip to review. Right? Because it takes the default configurations. Not good. So click on next. Okay. So here we have the next step, step 3. And what the step 3 is? Optional. Step 4 is optional. Step 5 is optional. So if you click on next, finish it also, it will work. But it's not good to click on next, right? We need to know the logics. So here we need to select the VPC. Nana, if you select your own VPC, will it be in the single instance preset or it will go to custom preset? If you select your VPC, your own subnets and your own stuff, then it will go to your custom configuration. Otherwise, if you don't select, it will be the AWS Beanstalk created one. Okay, now. So there is no harm if you select here like this, but let's see what Beanstalk is doing for us. Because we have, while launching the EC2 instance, we have selected VPC, subnets, everything you have selected. There is nothing great here. Okay, so don't select any VPC. Instance subnets. How many subnets are there in Mumbai? 3 are there, right? Because how many availability zones? 3 available zones. Each subnet is associated to 1 availability zone. Very good. So if you select here VPC, automatically how many subnets will be there here? 3 subnets will be there. Out of 3 subnets, how many subnets we'll select usually? So we'll go with 1A and 1B. We'll go with 1C. No, we don't, right? So how many you'll select here? 2 you'll select. So here, and also like this. Load balancer, EC2 instances. This load balancer, now we have selected single EC2 instance preset. For that reason, you don't have the load balancer. If you have selected high availability, you'll have the load balancer. So assume that you have selected the high availability. Now tell me, for this EC2 instances, is it good to give public IPs? Yes or no? Answer is no. Very good. Answer is no. Because your customers are connected to load balancer, not like this. For that reason, in real time, not only here, not only in this, it's not recommended to assign public IPs to your EC2 instances. Now we are assigning. Why? We are in the internet, we need to connect to the EC2 instance. But when you are in company, will you connect from internet? No, you will connect it through VPN. So you'll directly connect to the private IPs. You don't need to have the public IP at all. So here also, remember, public IP, assign a public IP address to EC2 instance in your environment. If you select activated, public IP address will be assigned. Is it good to assign public IP address? No. But if you have a very hard, bad requirement, can you assign it? Yes. Okay, Nana? Databases. So databases, whenever we heard about databases, which is the service that you get in your mind? RDS. So if you select, okay, let's say you have Beanstalk, Nana. In Beanstalk, you are uploading application, no? Definitely that application need to talk to database also or not? Every application will talk to the database. So what these developers will do is, they have already given you the application. And as an AWS engineer, in RDS also, we need to set up the database, no? As an AWS engineer, we will go and create database engine, set up, configure, maintain, secure, everything. Is it our responsibility to create tables inside it? How do we know what kind of columns that we create? Because who should know this? Developers. So we will set up everything and give the information to developers. They will connect and do the work for them, for the application. So for that reason here, have we discussed about RDS now? No. So if you select this, automatically it will be fetching from your RDS these details. But in your real time, if you have any databases, you can connect from here. But do we have databases now? No. So don't enable it. But in your real time, can you enable and select the database? Yes. Is it clear? That's it. So basically, in step number 3, you don't select anything. That's why it says optional. But in real time, can you select based on your requirement? Everyone, no. Okay. You should not be very dumb fellows like, selected only this, selected only that. No. You have to think based on the requirement, you need to select it. Okay. So now click on next. Okay. So next is here step 4. Of course, it is also an optional thing. And Nana, who will launch EC2? Beanstack will launch EC2. Who will launch? Beanstack will launch. So Beanstack will launch in EC2 instance, no? That is Windows or Linux. Mostly it will go with the Linux only. So Linux meaning how much GB root volume? 8 or 10 GB you will get it. So here root volume type is by default how much it is? 8 GB. But if you think, sir, no, I don't want 8 GB, I want 80 GB. Then can you go and select whichever the size you want, select the type, and then here select the size and how many IOPS that you need based on your requirement. But here we are going with the default one. How much size? 8 GB. But in real time, can we increase the size? So by the container default is default. If you go for SSD, see how much size that you want to go for it, go for it. Otherwise, go with the default containers. And then CloudWatch monitoring. By default, how many minutes? 5 minutes. So don't select 1 minute. If you select 1 minute, so metadata, of course, you have. Do we need auto scaling group, Nana? We have selected single EC2 instance preset. No, for that reason, we don't want any auto scaling group. I'll go a little bit back previous. Because sometimes, click on next. That 8 GB is not showing now, see? So this might be a little bit impact, but let's see. Let's launch the environment and see what happens. Huh? Okay, so leave everything default. We go with the single instance only, not with the load balancer. We'll go with the on-demand only, no spot. Of course, x86 architecture and instance type. What are the instance type that it will launch? T3 micro. Can you select your T2 micro also? Yes, T2 micro is also free. T3 micro is also free for you. So it will go and launch here. And this is the AMI ID that it launch. That's a Linux image. So because this platform is managed by Beanstack itself. So we don't worry what is the AMI it is using, what is the instance it is using. We don't care about that. You have selected options here. If that is not available, it'll go in. There is a problem here. See, I told you this. In pricing models, we discuss this. Have we learned about capacity reservation? Capacity reservation. What is capacity reservation? We can go and reserve the capacity in how much ever we want. Assume in Mumbai, I need let's say 50 T2 micro or 50 T3 micro. And when you're launching 50 machines, there's sometimes AWS will say, Babu, we don't have 50 machines now. We don't have 50 T2 micro machines. Can you give me some other alternate one? Then they'll go for the T3 something else. So sometimes AWS will say out of capacity. So for that reason, you will get, you can select the multiple options here. So at least you need to select 2, minimum 2 you need to select. Of course. Okay, Nana. So basically, do we need to do anything here? No. But do you understand everything here? Super. So now click on next. Okay. So next is also optional, but let's see what other thing. Health reporting, that meaning monitoring. Will you go with the basic monitoring or will you go with the enhanced monitoring? Basic is fine. Don't go for enhanced. So select a basic here. Remember CloudWatch logs we have learned? So Beanstack platform is managed by AWS. No, for that reason, is it possible for us to check the logs? No. If you select this enhanced monitoring, if you select this, of course, the charges will be applied, but don't select. That's why we selected only basic. If you go for enhanced, then all these things will be there and all the logs will be pushed to the CloudWatch logs and AWS will charge for it. Don't select. and manage platform updates. This platform is completely managed by AWS. Sometimes, if there is a small upgrade needs to be done on the platform, who will take care of that? AWS only, because platform is managed by AWS. So it is asking, Babu, managed updates activated at what time? Basically, if AWS wanted to do some small updates, it will be doing in that your mentioned time. But if you want any updates, select, otherwise not required. Notification, you know this. And then rolling updates. Did we discuss about this deployment policies? What are deployment policies we have learned? All at once, rolling with additional batches, immutable traffic splitting, all these things now. But which preset that we have selected here? Preset, single EC2 instance, single instance preset. Single instance preset meaning how many EC2 instances will be there? Only one. If it is only one, rolling will apply. Rolling with additional batches will apply. Immutable will apply. Traffic splitting will apply. Which one will apply? That's why it says only one here. If you have selected high availability, everything you will get it. So I told you no, but we have discussed very deeply, but it's just a matter of selection. All at once are rolling. But I told we have discussed about each and every point. So you can keep everything default. So everything you keep it default here. Don't activate any locks, CloudWatch logs, everything. And then here we have environment properties. This developers knows this concept. Environment variables. Yes or no? Developers, anyone? Online. Do you know the environment variables? So using this basically environment variables meaning here, do you see here JDBC connection string is there? What is JDBC connection meaning? Your application is getting connected to the database. So here basically you can give the value here, and these values we can be used inside your application. So basically, do we need to touch anything here? No. If any developers ask you to put any environment variables, take from them and then add the environments variable here. Clear? So do we need to do anything here in this page? Only change to basic. Now click on next. And then click on submit. So do you all understand the configuration of Beanstalk? It's all about configurations. I'm clicking on now, boom, submit. So now I don't do anything. I'm not doing anything. My hands are free. Automatically, everything is done by the Beanstalk. What I have given the configuration and I have uploaded the sample application. I have not uploaded, but I have took a sample application here, but in real time, you have uploaded your zip file. That's it. And just sit and see there what is happening. So do you see this here? Now, what is the health status is now unknown. After some time, automatically, now it has become gray. Now, after some time, it will become green. So automatically, do you see this here? Create environment is starting. And then it has created one S3 bucket also it has created to put the environment variables there. Remember, whenever you did any practicals on the Beanstalk, S3 bucket will be created. But don't worry, it will not be charged. But when we go to S3, we'll discuss that. So, and then automatic one security group got created here. Do you see the events here? These are all the events. And one Elastic API got created, and it is waiting to launch the EC2 instance. And then once the EC2 instance launch, Beanstalk will deploy the application automatically inside the EC2 instance. If you go to EC2, we'll see one EC2 instance might have launched. Do you see that? No, do you see that? One EC2 instance got launched. Tom environment. Who has launched? Did we launch or Beanstack launched? Beanstack launched. So just wait and see. This is what button is this? Refresh button. So hit it. And now do you see this here? Now it is in which color? So our environment is ready now. And how to access my environment? URL. Do you see this URL here? Domain URL? If you open it, boom. That is our sample application. Congratulations. See here, have we done any deployment? Have we set up anything? We just gave the configuration and then we'll say score. Right? Automatically Beanstack has launched EC2. Automatically application has taken, automatically has deployed, configured, and then our website is working. This is a sample application. Is it clear? And everyone. So do you see this environment? This is the URL. What is the URL? 9 a.m. Beanstack demo -Tom environment. That meaning which environment is this? Tomcat environment. So this is now, you assume now this is used by whom? Customer. This is used by customer. Now URL should not change, but my entire application should get changed. You understand? Let's say, for example, I don't want blue color here. I want what color? Green, huh? Okay, let's take green color. So what do you need to do? So either you update the application to green color and then come here and do you see upload and deploy? Click on upload and choose zip file. You have modified the green color zip file will be there, no? The word code. You upload it and click on deploy. Automatically it get deployed. But do you have a downtime on this or not? Yes, we have a downtime. But customer says that, hey, Babu, I don't want any downtime. I will not blink my eye also. If I refresh, it should change. So which model will come into picture? Blue-green deployment model. Should we go into this blue-green deployment model now? Nothing. It's just the name blue-green deployment model. So now our actual environment is ready now. Now, which environment? I need to create a new environment. A new environment in which platform? Python platform. It can be Tomcat also, no issues. But I'm just selecting a little bit different. Python platform. And then when I created a new environment with Python platform, is there any effect on this URL? No, because I'm parallelly creating another new environment. But once that environment is created, now I have two environments ready. One is actual environment, and then another is new environment. Blue environment, green environment. Now what I do? Swap URLs. Once I swap URLs, without changing this URL should be same. But if I refresh, it should get green. That meaning new application. Should we do this? Okay, na? Okay. Now you know how to create an environment. You tell me how to create an environment. Okay? Meeru Chapali. Okay? So now click on here. Applications. How many applications we have created? Only one. So how many environments we have created at the moment? One. So this is the application. Go inside it. How many environments are there at the moment? Only one. So what we need to create a new environment. Okay. Tell me. Create a new environment. Web server or worker. Okay. And then environment name. This one should be Python. I copy this, paste it here, check availability. It is available. Okay. Next here, which one I need to select? Python. And then I'll go with the sample application. Or else if you have your own application, upload it. Nana, see here. This is application, no? Should I? If you are a developer, but if you know how to modify, I'm just showing you. See, Beanstack sample application. And you see this? Tomcat, no? Tomcat.zip file. This is a sample application. This is a sample application that AWS has uploaded, but it is already giving you here. If you are a developer, just click download that. Do you see the zip file here? Do you see index.jsp file? Tomcat.zip extract tom index.jsp page. This is a Java file, but do you know how to change from see this is background color is there, no? If you know the little bit of, it's not a great, so just select, find out which color, try to change the color, and then you upload it. So I'm saying if you want to upload on the same environment, change it and then upload it. No, you're getting what I'm saying. Let's say instead of congratulations, I want to put it as all the best. How do you do? You need to modify the application or not? The code. How do you modify code? Here is there, no? Downloads, Tomcat, open index.html. Instead of here, congratulations is there, no? That's an easy one. Do you see congratulations? Change this to all the best. Save it, and then you have save it, and you have your zip file ready. Zip it, and then what you do? Upload and deploy. And then if you refresh this, instead of congratulations, you will get a all the best. That this one you are updating on the same environment, but I am not doing on the same environment because I want to show you blue-green deployment model. For that reason, what I'm doing now, I'm creating a new environment. Understood? No? Multiple ways. So here, okay, say the sample application, single instance, click on next. Okay, tell me here. Create a user. You say always opposite. Use, right? Sir, in real time also we need to zip file or war file. Zip file only, Veera. Use, okay, and keeper is 9 batch. Click on. You should tell me. Click on next. Yendi bro. You should tell, right? Tell me here. Do I need to select VPC here? Do I need to select any subnets? Do I do anything here? Now click on next. Do I need to do anything here? Don't do anything. Don't select anything. Click on next. But in real time, based on the requirement, can you change it? Here, basic. Activator, check, and check it all at once. Next. Click on next. And then boom. So now parallelly, another new environment is getting created. When its new environment is getting created, do we have any effect on this website? If I refresh, see, it's working. It's working. So let's wait until this is up and running. Okay. Once this is up and running, we have two environments now. Actual environment, new environment. Once these two environments are ready, what we do? Swap. I'll show you that. Once I click on swap, then I'll tell you the options here. Refresh. Yeah. So do you all understood how to set up a new application on Beanstack? Okay, see here. Now it is in green color. Okay, na? Now this environment is already working. So what do we do? Now we have two environments ready now. What should we do now? Swap URLs. How to swap? Go to top level application. In one, we have how many applications? One application. How many environments we have? Two environments. Go. So select this. Do we have any swap URLs here? No. But I'll talk about all the actions soon. So let's go inside this. And let's see here also we don't have. Now we need to swap to where? Tomcat to Python or Python to Tomcat? Tomcat to Python. So which environment I should go in first? Tomcat. See, click on Tomcat environment. In Tomcat environment, do you see actions here? Swap environment domain. Is there or not? Click on it. Swap. Nana, you are swapping from Tomcat to which environment? Python. And then click on swap. Now I clicked on swap. It is swapping. Refresh. Swapping completed. Now customer is using this URL. URL should change? No, but the applications should change, and it should change to which color? I'm telling green color, but in real time it can be complete new application. Correct or not? So now if I refresh here, I should get which color? Green. That meaning new application which is running on which platform? Python platform. Should I go and refresh? It will work or not? Huh? Let's see. Click on refresh. Within a blink of eye, the application has been changed. Did the URL change? No. Customer will not get affected or impacted, and then it got the new application. It's just looking like a, yes, it's a wow only, because in real time, if you do this, it is really wow. Divya is saying, but message not changed. I have not changed. I have not uploaded on the same. I created a new environment. Okay. We didn't upload the file. Now, is it clear how to handle blue-green deployment? So you can upload the one which you guys are saying now, sir, all the best. That meaning you have not uploaded the latest zip file. If you upload the latest zip file, if you refresh, what you'll get? You will get all the best. Okay, now what we do is, I'll go top level application, select it and see, well, let's see what are the actions that we have. So actions. So what do? We can create application. Did I told you how to create an application? I mean, environment. Yes. This is delete application. Let's say view application versions. I'll give one scenario. Let's say you guys are all working with me, and I have the application running here. Customer is using. Is it good that you go and calify the environment? Is it good you go and disturb the environment? change the properties, values and all. Let's say someone has changed the properties and changed something there, and let's say, for example, someone did some changes and your application is not working. So what you need to do, you need to start troubleshooting, no? Is it easy or hard? It's hard to troubleshoot it. So what I do is, in between, can I take the backup of the existing configuration? Can I take the backup of the existing configuration? Yes. If someone has changed the configuration and it is not working, can I load my working good condition configuration back again? Yeah. That is nothing but here, view saved configuration, view application versions. Application versions meaning you might be uploading multiple versions, no? Version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, all those versions will be seen here. If you click on view application versions, we don't have any versions because did we uploaded new application, new version? No. If you have uploaded the new version, all the versions will be here. Okay. And then view saved configuration. So we don't have any saved configuration, but I'll show you how to save it. And then here, restore terminated environment. And someone pusuku terminated your environment. Can you restore it? Aram say you can restore it. This was not there before from starting. Latestly they have added. Not latestly mean not this year. Few years. I mean, while ago they have added, because I have my own experience here. Someone terminated the environment, thinking that environment is not used by the customer. When I come and see, environment got terminated. So what I did was I created everything manually again. After a few months, after I did this, when I see this, I got this option, restore terminated environment. You create the environments again. If someone had deleted the environments, can you restore it? Aram se can restore it. That is application level actions. Let's go inside the application and see. Create environment, manage tag, delete, restore. We know this. And go environment level options here now. Actions. This is what I was telling. Load configuration. Load configuration meaning, first of all, if you want to load the configuration, first of all, I need to save the configuration, no? Then only I can load, no? Assume you are the only one who is handling the beanstalk and customer is accessing your application. And then some of your juniors, someone, what they did was they have changed the configuration and your application is not working. What will you do now? You are in the panic stage or not? So as a best practice, what you need to do is before only you need to save configuration. If you click on save configuration, no, just assume the situation is worst. Customer is shouting. Your environment, someone changed the values. And then you want to, a customer said that immediately make an application up and running. And then you see the configuration, save, good configuration saved. What is your feeling? You'll say, Hammaya. Yes or no? Thank God. Yes or no? Right? So, okay. So make sure that you have the configuration. Let's say I'll put that only. Thank God config. Because you don't know this pain now. In real time, if you go, you will get this pain. Right? So this thank God config. That meaning my working condition configuration, I have already taken the backup. Now someone has changed something and your application is not working. Your Tomcat application is not working. Now what we do is now immediately, can I go and load configuration? Click on load. Thank God application. Go ahead and then click on load. If you click on load, your entire good condition configuration will be loaded back and your application will start working. And if you don't have this configuration, you need to troubleshoot. Or else you need to create a new environment. Or from this configuration, can you launch a new environment also? Yes. Can you load into the existing environment also? Yes. Okay. Nice. Yeah. What is clone environment? Copy. Copy. So if we have the environment here, we have the Tomcat environment. If you want to have the same kind of environment, one more environment, can you clone it? Clone meaning Xerox. Copy. Restart app servers. Let's say, for example, we all know this. If something is not working on your laptop, what will you do? Huh? What is the first thing that you do? Restart. So Windows operating system always say if something is not working, restart. That is the first solution. So here also, sometimes you might restart your EC2 instances. Is it good that you go and restart it manually? No, we have the EC2 instance here launched. If I refresh, I have to. Do you see this? I have two. Is it good I go and reboot the EC2 instance from here? Is it good? This is managed by whom? Beanstalk. No, if you are going and rebooting it, what the Beanstalk will think? Array, something has happened to my EC2 instance, it will go and act on it. So double actions will happen, and some definitely something will go wrong. So it is not good that you go and reboot it. If you want to reboot it, from here you can go and restart app servers. Beanstalk will go and restart it. And then here it is rebuild environment. What is it? This environment you have it. If you select rebuild, what will happen is it will terminate, it will completely terminate the EC2 instance and it will rebuild complete the new environment. In real time, there are chances to rebuild also. And finally, you have terminate environment. You can restore environment also. No, no. If we click on that is a task that I will be giving, so we can check it. And is this clear, everyone? How to set it up? All the options, actions, and here events. You see the events here. What are the things that you have done? I mean, your Beanstalk has done. All the events will be generated out here, and then health meaning here. Your health checks are. We have disabled the health enhanced health checks, no, and then logs. You can check it here. No, logs. Is it possible? How to differentiate EC2 instances created manually and created by Beanstalk? Do you understand the question? The question is, sir, how to differentiate EC2 instances which is launched, created manually by us and which is launched by the Beanstalk? Simple. So you might have noticed the name. You see the name? -tom environment, Python environment. So whatever the names that you have given is an environment, the EC2 instance will be launched with the same name. That's how you differentiate. Pratyusha. Okay. I was talking something. Yeah. Logs. So logs, basically, platform is managed by AWS, Beanstalk. So if you want to check the logs, you can request the logs, full logs, last 100 logs. You can check it from here. You can monitor. You know how to create alarms also? You can create alarms, updates, and tags. And everything is the same things. You all understand? Any questions? Will you able to do this practical? So what are the practicals here for you? Create the environment with Tomcat and create another environment with Python and then swap it. And I'll put the task in your Google Classroom. I have so many tasks. You need to rebuild, you need to clone, you need to terminate, you need to restore, right? You need to load configuration. Okay. And also all the best, right? This URL. So I'm putting this URL here. So you download those who know Tomcat. Okay, there is nothing you know the concept or not. Simple. Download the Tomcat zip file and open that index.jsp file. Instead of congratulations, replace with all the bits, save it, and then zip it again. And then come back to the environment here, Tomcat environment. And then what will happen? Nana? Upload, deploy, choose file, which file? The zip file, and then click on deploy and see what is happening. Will you able to do this? Online? Any questions, Nana? Super. So I'll put, and finally, once you're done with it, if you terminate the environments, you can restore it. But if you delete the application, can you restore it? No. So be careful in real time. So I'm just going and deleting the application. So once you delete the application, automatically your environments will be terminated. And automatically your EC2 instance will also get terminated. Okay, good. Any questions? You understand how we did on EC2, how we did on Beanstalk completely. EC2 is manual things, and then Beanstalk is automated. Now you understand the differences? That's why we call it as easy and quick deployment of applications in AWS. Which one? Beanstalk. So you don't need to worry about how to deploy. Of course, yes, Prashant. Okay, Nana? Good. So please complete your practicals, okay? If you don't have any questions online, can you give me the final CC for today, please? In EC2, we are launching instances, but means we're deploying application. Correct. Yeah. T3 micro, any bill, sir? No bill. Screenshot. This is Picasso. You don't need to do screenshot. Can we deploy application in EC2 also? Why not? Yeah. So did I give that task for you to install Tomcat and deploy one sample Java application? The 1 week task? Ille? Huh? No problem. So in DevOps, you'll be doing only these things only, deploying applications. So learn AWS first. After that, in DevOps, you know how to deploy the applications. Okay. Good now. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next service. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.